Okay, there's a PPT which will play. I'm just requesting the team. Yeah, the video, there's a video inside that if we could play. In the meantime, let me first of all thank you, Mr. Rajeev Ji, for joining us today. हम तो कॉन्वर्सेशन हिंदी में रखेंगे क्योंकि हिंदी न्यूज़ ज़्यादा लोग कंज्यूम करते हैं इंग्लिश से ज़्यादा, और आपने जो भरोसा हिंदी न्यूज़ में दिखाया है, आई थिंक शायद बहुत कम एडवर्टाइजर्स ऐसे हैं जो अभी भी न्यूज़ पे विश्वास करते हैं, टीवी न्यूज़ पे विश्वास करते हैं. एक यू नो ऑफन इट्स सेड कि टीवी न्यूज़ ख़त्म हो रही है, सब लोग न्यूज़ नहीं देख रहे हैं, यूट्यूब पे जा रहे हैं, फेसबुक पे जा रहे हैं. तो इस बीच में आप इतना सारा एडवर्टाइजिंग टीवी न्यूज़ पे लेके जा रहे हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, व्हाट मेक्स यू बिलीव दैट टीवी इज़ द राइट मीडियम जिस पे ब्रांड को इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए अभी भी? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टेल मी दिस.
First of all, thank you Exchange for Media for inviting me for this particular session. And this question about news, TV, digital, YouTube, it's definitely a very, very important question because the dynamics are evolving very fast. The things have changed a lot, particularly post-COVID. Digital definitely is in the main front these days. But still, I have some viewpoints. News we see on TV as well as on mobile, as well as on laptop, as well as on CTV. Everything has its own merits and demerits. When I talk about television, television is basically a big screen phenomena, a device. See what happens as a marketer, our purpose of advertising is not just to show my brand to the consumer. Showing the brand to the consumer is the just top end of the funnel of the consumer journey. The very important thing for me is that I have to develop a relationship with the consumer. I have to build a relationship with the consumer. In terms of that, my brand should be established in his mind. It should lead to consideration and it should lead to final purchase, in fact. What happens that I definitely, as a consumer also, daily I've been seeing a lot of notifications on social media the whole day of the various news items. And by the evening when I reach home, that most of the things are known to me. Still, TV has some role to play in terms of, like, if I want some more detail about the news, more point of view, more analysis, more in-depth knowledge about that. And when I'm more in the relaxed mode, in fact, because in the daytime, we all are quite busy in our daily chores, the office works and all that. In the night, when we are more relaxed, when we want that analysis, the depth and all, TV definitely is very important that time. No doubt that TV universe as well as digital universe is nowadays at par. Almost 900 millions are the TV consumer size, and same is the digital consumer size also. In terms of advertising also, as per the last reports in February 2025, that digital advertising was around in the order of 50 to 55,000 crore, and TV and print put together, both of them were less than digital. So advertising is also shifting a lot to digital. But still, as I said, that as a marketer, as a brand person, my role is not just to show my brand. My role is heavily on to build a relationship of the consumer with the brand. And for that large screen TV also plays very important role. And that's why we have been advertising on TV also quite heavily, particularly for the brand which are slightly more male dominating. Although it's, I will say it's the gender agnostic, but slightly like males, that they have more interest in the politics, in the various news item. So they're slightly more skewed towards the TV when the target audience is male. Although, like even in the brand like Catch Spices, which is more housewife is the target audience, there also we have been taking TV. The Pulse Candy, the target audience is more Gen Z, the youth. There also we are taking TV. But in some of the brands, it's heavily skewed towards the television.
So, if you put the brand lens on television news today, I mean, English news, Hindi news, what are you finding out? I mean, what is happening on the consumer end? As you said, are men watching more news, women are watching less? What are your insights telling you about how TV is really working? Could you share some of them with us?
See, when I say that male watching more, it doesn't mean female doesn't watch. Also that still in India there is a single TV phenomena at most of places. Moreover that a lot of co-viewership is also happening, both males and female. Maybe skewed towards slightly because female might be more, I might find more on GEC, more on movies, more on some of their interest areas. But female are also equally important for me while I am advertising on news in fact. And news also is not only for the consumer, also is very important for the trade also, for my institutions also, for my Horeca channels also, because DS Group has a very wide variety of brands. We have like Pulse Candy, we have Silver Pulse, we have Pass Pass, we have Catch Spicy, we have Catch Salt, we have dairy brands. So variety of brands are there. So as I mentioned that TV creates more sensorial experience in the large screen. Another thing which I would like to highlight, and I'm very bullish about that, is the CTV. See, the benefits of digital medium is that it gives me the option of more precise targeting, even pin code wise, even in, demographic wise, even psychographic wise, even lifestyle wise. But when I see the ad on the small screen, perhaps it may not give that sensorial experience which I've been looking for. But when I've been watching the same ad on television on the large screen, then impact is slightly more. The recall may be high, the consideration may be high. But when I talk about CTV, CTV is giving me both the solutions. In CTV like digital medium, I can do the precise targeting also. At the same time, it has the benefit of the large screen also. So we have been using everything, whether it's linear TV, whether it's CTV, whether it's mobile. For the news, we are using everything. Definitely, the slight share is shifting more towards digital, shifting more towards CTV, and slightly less on linear TV. But linear TV also, I think, has its own relevance and own importance, particularly because as an advertiser, my purpose is to reach to maximum number of people also, in fact. So every touch point give me additional number of people. I need the frequency also. I need the reach also. I need the best CPRP also. As a media person, my objective is that I have to reach to maximum number of people at the desired frequency, in the right environment, in the minimum cost. So for that, the complete kitty, whether it's mobile, whether it's CTV, whether it's linear TV, I have to complete that my message across all the medium.
One second. I think we wanted to show a video here. Maybe we can just move on the side and they can watch.
Yeah,
Can
sure.
you play it now, Akash? Yes.
क्या आपको पता है आपका और हमारा बहुत ही लंबा
Volume
और
थोड़ा
करीबी रिश्ता है। हम उस चटकारे में हैं जो आप अपने दोस्तों के साथ लेते हैं, उस दराज में है जिसमें छिपा है माँ के राजमा चावल का राज, उस स्वाद में है जो आपके हर पल को जगमगाता है, उन सांसों में है जो आपके पलों को महकाते हैं, उस जश्न में है जिससे आप अपनी ऊंचाइयों को सजाते हैं। कभी आपके हाथ में अच्छाई की चमक बनकर, कभी आपके साथ एक अच्छी आदत बनकर, कभी ठंडी हवाओं से राहत बनकर, कभी मुंह में पिघलती चाहत बनकर आपका दिल जीतते रहे। तो अगली बार आपको कोई चीज पसंद आ जाए तो उसे पलट के देखिएगा, जरूर हमारा नाम दिख जाएगा।
So basically, this ad showcased the complete portfolio of DS Group because we are into confectionery, we are into spices, we are in luxury retail, we are in dairy, we are in mouse freshener. Lots of products which we offer in.
Closer to you.
So this particular ad, so far, we have never used in any other genre apart from news, interestingly. And still, there is a very high recall of the ad. In our brand lift study also, this ad has played very important role in enhancing the brand imagery, in fact. So the news is something in one or the other form everybody wants to consume. As I said, that only the formats will have merit, demerit. Mobile may have certain merit, demerit. CTV may have lots of benefits. Linear TV may have certain demerits. But in terms of importance, it definitely holds lot of importance. One more thing I would like to highlight. Nowadays, everybody consumes too much of content on daily basis, whether in social media, whether in OTT, whether it's television, in any media. Daily we come across a lot of content. So for an advertiser, it's a big challenge that how I have to make my brand stand out. So there we use a lot of contextual advertising and a lot of moment marketing and also a lot of in-show integration. Because as a consumer, they may or may not be interested in watching ad. They may be more interested in the content. So how seamlessly, organically, I have to embed my brand in the content. That is very important. And there also we see lots of benefits of television news, in fact. Whenever there is some election, there is some big event, which we know that on TV this will be very widely covered. So it makes a lot of sense to maybe at times to take Aston band, to take L band, or in some other in-show integration. Through the content, my brand also reached to a lot of number of people. And that has really helped us a lot.
For my own understanding, I want to ask you between English news and Hindi news, how do you see the impact on an advertiser, for example, on a brand, currently in the current mix of market forces?
See, it depends again the target audience. See, India definitely, a large population still stays in rural area, tier 2, tier 3. A lot of people, they are more comfortable in the vernacular. A lot of people are more comfortable in their own native language. So definitely to reach to those people, I have to prioritize more Hindi channel or maybe more vernacular channel. But there is certain segment of the society who are still watching English news. Although that share of Hindi and vernacular is increasing vis-a-vis English genre, no doubt about that. And also we have seen that earlier people somehow they were heavily on English also, but now they feel quite comfortable in whichever the language they are more relatable, whichever language they can understand the news in better way. So wherever my audience is there, as a brand person, I have to show my ad there only, whether it's Hindi or English, but definitely goes without saying, the share of Hindi news genre has increased more than the English genre.
So we're talking about Hindi, तो मैं हिंदी में एक सवाल पूछूंगा आपसे कि we say कि news has become noise. हम ये बोलते हैं कि news में अब तो ज़्यादा शोर रहता है, content की कमी है. तो आपको जब ऐसा सुनने में आता है, how do you kind of maintain that trust in news?
See, हमारा कोई भी जो डिसीजन है वो नंबर से बहुत डिपेंड करता है. अब अगर किसी चैनल पे नॉइज़ है और कंज्यूमर जब वो देख रहा है तो डेफिनेटली मुझे तो एज ए ब्रांड पर्सन मुझे अपना ब्रांड दिखाना है, मुझे ऐड दिखाना है. इरिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ वो चाहे नॉइज़ के फॉर्म में है या वो किसी और फॉर्म में है. बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम नॉइज़ देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ गुड पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑल्सो जो कि टीवी पे या डिजिटल पे या न्यूज़ फॉर्म में किसी भी मीडियम में दिखाए जाते हैं. There are lots of analysis also, lot of data is also there. So people watch everything and whether चाहे वो noise है, चाहे वो analysis है, चाहे वो point of view है, जहाँ पे मेरा consumer है, मुझे वहाँ जाना है in fact. So I am not too much concerned about that कि वो नॉइस है या एनालिसिस है। आई एम मोर कंसर्न अबाउट कि मेरा कंज्यूमर क्या देख रहा है। इन पर कंज्यूमर का नॉइस चाह रहा है तो मुझे वहाँ पे जाना पड़ेगा, मुझे ऐड दिखाना पड़ेगा उसको।
I have two more questions. I think earlier also during a forum we discussed ki TV news how can, like, if you look at foreign news, it's very calm. They explain the points, and our anchors are very angry on screen. वो सब है. But then we found out that if it has to be fixed, the advertiser can fix it. कभी आप टेलीविज़न वालों को थोड़ा इनपुट देते हैं कि बॉस ऐसे होना चाहिए, वैसा होना चाहिए? Just want to
देखिए, if I give any input, that may be my personal bias. As I said, that personal bias doesn't have any role in deciding my media mix or deciding the content. Because इतने बड़े बड़े TV channels हैं, इतने बड़े बड़े news platforms हैं, they also do a lot of research. They also have their own strategy. They also know that what consumer wants. उसके बेसिस पे ही वो content develop करते हैं. I am no one to tell them what kind of content they should show. That is one thing is definitely I feel very important. There are lots of positive news also, and there are lots of platforms also जो कि अच्छी न्यूज़ भी दिखा रहे हैं, पॉजिटिव न्यूज़ भी दिखा रहे हैं. ये मेरा हमेशा रहता है कि apart from all kind of sensational news, we have to show lots of positive news also in the interest of the society. But what I feel that lots of channels, they have been keeping the mix of both. And again point that मैं dictate नहीं कर सकता, मैं suggestion नहीं दे सकता, because सब of सारे ही TV channel जो हैं, they all have veterans in terms of editorial, in terms of content. They know consumer क्या चाह रहा है. And also I don't believe in comparison between any foreign channel or India channel. Every country has its own cultural nuances, has its own consumer segment, consumer connects. जहाँ पे जो चलता है उनको उसी हिसाब से उसी भाषा में दिखाना होगा. एंड एज ए एडवर्टाइज़र मेरा कंज्यूमर जो देखेगा, जहाँ पे जाएगा, मुझे उसको वहाँ पे अपना ब्रांड वहाँ दिखाना होगा.
एब्सोल्युटली. अगर ऑडियंस ही देखना चाहते हैं तो हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं. फाइनली, what do you think about the way TV news is playing out, the trend is playing out over the next few years? Do you think more brands are coming back to television because of the impact, or there will be some kind of shift that you see in the news TV space as far as brand association is concerned?
If you ask my personal opinion, as I said, I am heavily bullish about CTV. देखिए टीवी में क्या होता है, जब मैं लीनियर टीवी की बात करता हूँ तो मेरे पास टारगेटिंग के ऑप्शन कम होते हैं. टू सम लेवल आई कैन डू, बट इन एनी ब्रांड व्हेन आई कैलकुलेट द नंबर ऑफ कंज्यूमर who are my actual consumer or who can be my actual potential consumer, the numbers are limited. India में 150 करोड़ की पॉपुलेशन है. 150 करोड़ की पॉपुलेशन में शायद मेरा कंज्यूमर जो बेस है, इंक्लूडिंग एग्जिस्टिंग कंज्यूमर, इंक्लूडिंग पोटेंशियल कंज्यूमर, may not be 5-7 crore, 10 crore, 15 crore maximum. Even in Pulse Candy, which is the largest candy of the country, #1 brand of the country in the last 9 years, उसका भी मैं कंज्यूमर बेस जब एस्टिमेट करता हूँ तो वो 16 से 20 करोड़ के बीच में कंज्यूमर बेस मुझे मिलता है. अब मुझे वो 150 करोड़ में से 20 करोड़ लोग हैं जिनको ऐड दिखाना है. तो अब वो जब मैं जनरल टीवी पे जब ऐड देता हूँ तो चांसेस काफ़ी हैं कि मैं काफ़ी कुछ मेरा वेस्टेज भी हो रहा होगा. जो मेरे कंज्यूमर नहीं भी हैं उनको भी मैं ऐड दिखा रहा हूँ. पल्स कैंडी तो एक बहुत ही वेल पेनेट्रेटेड ब्रांड है. अब कैच स्पाइसेस है. कैच स्पाइसेस काफ़ी जो कि वेरी हाउसवाइफ सेंट्रिक ब्रांड है. आज मेरा माउस फ्रेशनर कैटेगरी है जो कि वेरी मेल डोमिनेटिंग ब्रांड्स हैं इनफैक्ट. तो वहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ कंज्यूमर्स विल बी इवन फर्दर लोअर, मे बी 3 करोड़ 5 करोड़ 10 करोड़. अब 150 करोड़ की पॉपुलेशन में से अगर 90 करोड़ लोग टीवी पे हैं, 90 करोड़ में से मुझे कंज्यूमर चाहिए मे बी 4 करोड़ 5 करोड़ 6 करोड़, तो मेरे लिए वेस्टेज डेफिनेटली काफ़ी ज़्यादा होती है. पर अगर मैं कंज्यूमर को ज़्यादा अच्छी तरह समझ सकता हूँ, ज़्यादा अच्छी उनको स्टडी कर सकता हूँ, उनके लाइफस्टाइल को, उनके बिहेवियर को, उनके इंटरेस्ट को, तो मेरी इन द सेम इन्वेस्टमेंट आई कैन रीच कंज्यूमर मोर इफेक्टिवली विद मिनिमम वेस्टेज. वो मुझे बेनिफिट मिलता है डिजिटल में. तो CTV जो है एक ऐसा मीडियम है जो कि मुझे लार्ज इम्पैक्ट, स्क्रीन का इम्पैक्ट भी दे रहा है, सेंसोरियल एक्सपीरियंस भी क्रिएट कर रहा है, ब्रांड से रिलेशन भी डेवलप कर रहा है. एट द सेम टाइम मुझे वो एक प्रेसाइज टारगेटिंग का ऑप्शन भी दे रहा है. तो इसलिए इन फॉर फ्यूचर आई एम वेरी बुलिश अबाउट CTV and definitely for the reach, because the number, the overall population, the universe of CTV right now is very less. Also, there are lots of challenges in terms of measurability, lots of various technical challenges are there. So I will keep advertising on both linear TV, CTV and mobile TV. But in the coming further, in the next few years, CTV का universe बढ़ता है, उस popularity बढ़ती है, तो definitely our budgets might go more on CTV. But if I need the reach, for the reach, every medium is adding incremental reach to me, whether it's mobile, TV, CTV. So it will be a mix of three, but at the same time, the share of pie of the different medium might change time to time.
Thank you, Rajeev ji, for taking us through the backstory of what is really driving the television news. And we can see that there's a lot of good things. There are a lot of the good things happening. And with connected TV, of course, the promise is big. And thanks to brands like you that, you know, the news is still being watched. Thanks again. I would appreciate you joining us on this forum. And we're getting ready for our next segment, which are the ENB Awards. So that's the next chapter. We don't have time for questions. We'll take it offline. So thanks, sir.